Well, Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 14. He gets it to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He's got Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Will Fuller. Touchdown, Eagles.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 24 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Goss. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's caught by Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Here we go. 10 over.
You go tight. You got tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, Jet. Ready?
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And Sanders has got it complete. And there he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 38 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
On the ball. Now.
2nd and 13. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Eagles can go first and 10 at their own
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on first down. It's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, Charlie.
56.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
On the set.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Doctson, 31 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. Back to throw. Lawrence. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7.
Check.
Here's a second and 7. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the second level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
Ready.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have been fooled.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust. Because
and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
10 Lobo.
Check 56. I know he ain't got it. Mike 56.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Goss. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but a defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Complete to Terry Godwin. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Watch tight right.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Final tune-up here before the regular season. And look, we know how much talent this guy has, but those are the mistakes he's going to have to avoid when the regular season does begin.
Because as a high draft pick, you're expected to be the guy sooner rather than later. And what they want to see is that you've absorbed teachings from the first 3 games, and now you become maybe not a finished product, but a guy now who is trending towards being the man for your football team.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to...
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton, 46 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 11. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. Stays on his feet. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good record. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop the throw. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Chark, 55 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad